Dear Aleeza, are long-distance relationships worth it?
Yeah. I mean, they take effort. Like, any relationship takes effort, but your person is your person. So, it's annoying. It's annoying if it's long distance. And I assume you're asking because you've probably done it and you probably didn't like it and it was probably difficult. But a long-distance relationship, like any relationship, is worth it if it's your person.
Yeah.
I mean, it's spectacular.
But there's also things that you have to be aware of. For
Yes.
example, when you actually do come together, it's going to be very, very intense.
Yes, and you have to do back-to-back dates, right? And you have to do it, let's say, over a weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that. You're going out multiple times in an extremely short time span. And if you're somebody who is a thinker and a processor and you need time to think about it, or emotionally get overwhelmed and you need time to be alone, it's going to be harder for you. It's easier if you're one of the flexible, go with the flow. Okay, I batch see you, and we see you all together, and then, okay, bye. We don't see each other for a little bit, and then we go back to talking and phone calls and video calls and all of that. But it's intense. Very intense.
Very intense. And if you're the kind of person who is physical with people, I would, similar to your 5-date challenge, I would challenge you the first time that you have that, whatever, if it's a week together, whatever it is, don't touch.
Right. Making sure that we really like each other.
Because it's going to, the emotions, the electricity is that intense that it's just going to confuse things.
Yes. Agreed.
And then what you're doing is you're creating a certain platonicness to the relationship.
A friendship. A connection based on human beings that actually like each other, and it's not just physical comfort.
No, I was saying that if you don't do that, that it's going to become like blah. Like you need to feed on that electricity, like that feeling, the sparks. You need to let the spark. And the moment you're going to be touching, it's not going to spark anymore. Right.
I was with you.
Okay.
You confused me, but I was with you.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that you got that.
Yeah. There's a lot here because in the asking of the question, I know you don't want to do it. Like, I know the answer that you're hoping to hear is like, it's not worth it. Forget about it.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot more work. You have to make the time. It's a lot more texting, a lot more, which actually today,
regular relationships
today
are
in the
texting
post-pandemic,
and phone calls
it's become
videos
normal.
and it's not so different. And right now, traveling is easier. The distance makes a difference. So are we talking a drive? Are we talking a flight? Are we across an ocean? Are we across a couple countries? It really makes a difference. And also, how flexible is your schedule? If you have a 9-to-5 job, that's going to be really difficult for you.
And also how you met.
Right.
That's also important.
If you met and there was a spark and there was a connection
and then you left,
and you desire it, then it's going to be easier for you.
Because it's very easy with a long-distance relationship to create a fantasy about it.
Yes.
And that doesn't really exist.
Right. Yeah, you have to be very careful of that. Otherwise, it falls into the relationship I thought I had, but never existed.
That's right.
Yeah, it's difficult. But, okay. Okay, our advice is make the effort. And if you're not willing to make the effort, like you're like, oh, I'm not willing to do that because this is too hard or then don't date long distance.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
It's not a difficult thing.
And if you don't date long distance, which means that's your non-negotiable, that you only date local, you got to remember, if you have a non-negotiable, you're going to have to negotiate in a lot of other things. Right.
That's your thing. Once you hit a non-negotiable, you're like, oh, but now you have to be open in other areas.
Well, it's only obvious.
Yeah. I mean,
why, do you disagree with that?
I play with it a little bit. Like, you can have a non-negotiable or 2. You can't have 10. 10 non-negotiables, like, just don't bother dating.
Right.
But everybody has a few. They have different categories of things they want or they don't want or that works or doesn't work.
Think about it. If you only have 2 or 3 non-negotiables, there's some obvious non-negotiables.
Right.
The local dating versus long-distance dating is going to be an additional one because it's not going to be your top 3.
Right. I also think that with long-distance dating, if you have other people that are trying to help you and you just have to be super clear, stick to my network because I'm going to turn you down for everything else. So they don't get frustrated trying to make an effort and trying to find the best person for you, even if it happens to be long distance.
Right. Long distance, it's a commitment.
Do it. Just do it.
Okay.